Hello, my name's Anna Taylor, and I'm the Executive Director of the Greater Sum Foundation. The Greater Sum is a capacity building network for early stage nonprofits. Our virtual incubator program helps founders really dig deep and understand what it costs their program to deliver impact, and then build a case for support and find other people who care about that same mission. Our pitch competition is where we spotlight the programs that we think are doing truly innovative, scalable work, and they have the greatest potential for impact on issues that are affecting our world. It is my great pleasure to introduce to you our 3 prize winners for 2024.
Hi, my name is Amy Groen, and I'm very proud to speak to you from the Greater Sum Foundation Advisory Board about a nonprofit taking Pittsburgh by storm. Called the Teetotal Initiative, its founders created this organization to create an open space of free and social and community building events for the curious, the sober curious, the sober, and importantly, the recovery community. Not really ever having been a big drinker, I understand the pressures of and the chaos that can come with social events, galas, nonprofit fundraisers, and even baseball games where alcohol is present. And having been to many of the Teetotal Initiative's events in the last year, I can warmly say I have met friends, had a wonderfully silly time, painted some not so great portraits, and enjoyed some rooftop yoga in a place where alcohol isn't even considered. Teetotal has had over 1,000 people in the last 10 months in 28 events. They have all been sold out, including next week's pasta making. I hope you'll take a look at their organization. I hope you will have a good old time, and I hope you will get to know them as well as I have. The co-founder of Teetotal Initiative, Jackie Slogenhop, is here with us today. And Jackie, I want to say, first of all, thank you for the work that you're doing and congratulations.
Thank you so much, Anna. We are so excited to be a part of this.
Tell us a little bit about how the Teetotal Initiative came to be.
Yeah. So about 5 years ago, my co-founder and I met in an outpatient facility for people with alcohol use disorder. And we would ask each other, what there is to do, where we can go, how we can meet other like-minded people. And there just weren't any solutions. We would ask other people, other cities, and our friends, and no one had an answer. And so after a couple of years of complaining about it, Teetotal Initiative was born.
What is next for Teetotal Initiative?
Yeah. We are very fortunate that since we started, we have grown exponentially with the people who come to our events and the number of events that we're able to have. So our goal is to be able to continue to move outside of Pittsburgh to expand our reach. And we're really excited that, the amount that's coming from the Greater Sum is going to be able to reach those goals within the next few months, which is very exciting.
First of all, congratulations.
Thank you.
And then second, what advice or words of wisdom would you have for any future applicants to the pitch competition?
I think it's getting being able to pare down your mission, focus and hopes and dreams into a really short pitch was really important for us. And I would say the advice that I would give around that is to write it down and then trim it and then practice to make sure to get to that amount. And what I found was it helped me really solidify what the purpose is for our organization by going through the whole process. And now I can talk about it to anyone in a very short period of time.
I love that. Thank you, Jackie. Is there anything else that you would like to kind of say to the Greater Sum audience or Teetotal audience that we're sharing this with?
I'd say I'm very grateful to the Greater Sum for giving us the opportunity as a startup nonprofit to be able to get great advice and to grow. We are very fortunate that, again, went from we've only been around for a year and a half, and the support that we have gotten, we all of our events for the sober and recovery community, they're free, but they're full. Everything that we do now, and it's because of the efforts that we've been putting in, and part of the conversations I've been able to have through the pitch competition, that I can get the word out and that I can start talking to people about the importance of what we're doing and how we're filling an important gap. There are not a lot of organizations out there that are formally doing events like we are, but it's very much acknowledged by the community that there's a huge need. And just the fact that we're living it. And so we need to grow just due to demand, and because we become so popular, and it's important to people as part of maintaining their sobriety and recovery. And the Greater Sum has just helped us do that. And only after 18 months. So we're so appreciative for the structure to allow us to come in as a new organization and provide that important learning and education.
In the 5-year history of Greater Sum's pitch competition, we have never had such a challenging decision as we've had this year in selecting second and first place. Our reviewers were torn. We have 2 organizations that are doing such impressive work, they're both worthy of top honors. Both of these organizations are at a stage of development where our $10,000 prize would be really significant to their bottom line. And both of these missions are immensely significant. So what to do? Friends, this year we're recognizing 2 first prize winners, both of whom will receive the full $10,000.
Hi, my name is Prabha Dublish, and I'm on the board of the Greater Sum. I'm really excited to be chatting with you about Empower, which is an organization that we reviewed in this recent cycle. Empower teaches software development as a 4-year program to low-income high school students of color. We know this work is so important. Education is so critical, especially in those early years. And so we were really excited to take a look at this organization and the work they're doing. But not just is the work important, it's also been driving really important impact for those who've been involved, including 100% of their graduates going on to get a job offer or going to college, a 2x increase in household income, and a minimum starting salary of $80,000 after people complete their program. We were really excited by the work that they're doing, and we hope that you will take a look.
And we're super excited to welcome Empower to the Accelerator. Let me give you a moment to react just a little bit.
Thank you. I appreciate it so much. It is definitely a big honor. And having been a great experience in the Accelerator, I'm just super thankful for this.
Well, representing the board, we went over your pitch competition submission, as well as the conversation that you had with our executive director, Anna Taylor, and you really checked all the boxes for us. You're creating impact. You have an innovative approach. And the thing that we're really hoping we can help with is scalability, because we want to get Empower's message out, as well as your impact, to be even bigger than it is today. So let me pause there and say, how can we help?
Thank you. Being, I'm about to hire somebody, but pretty much a solo founder. Some of the things that help get a nonprofit known, like, knowing how to get a social media, that brand reliability, things like that are where I struggle. Because, I started this to help the kids, not to run a business. And so, and then I quickly learned, oh yeah, I do have to run this business. And so, and so the Accelerator helped with so much. But I guess my biggest struggle, I think, is staying active on social media, developing that plan so that I can build up that brand recognition, that brand identity, and get more people aware of what we're doing here. Because, I have great kids. People are like, they should be posted. I'm like, you're absolutely right. But I'm writing a grant right now, so I'll get to it next week, and then another grant pops up, or then I'm dealing with teacher issues. So I guess help me figure out how to manage that. How do I, really, really come into that?
If I can tell you the point that really tugged at my heartstrings during your pitch was the point when you pointed out that such a high percentage of the graduates of your program go on to become the primary breadwinners for their households. And that is really, like, that just gets me right here, where I realize, wow, Empower isn't just helping individuals. Empower is helping households, helping communities, giving people a vision of what the future can look like, and just aligning them with all the exciting things happening with technology. So, Adrian, we couldn't be more excited.
Oh, I was just gonna say, yeah, and that's definitely what gets me the most excited too, is when I see these students come in and bring that extra income into their household and get to spend a little bit on themselves too. Like one of my students, hey, I just bought this new cologne, and I was like, that's cool. You sprayed a little too much, but it's really cool that you bought that new cologne. And it's like the excitement on their faces that they're like getting to do new things or hang out with their friends because now they have some extra income, and then knowing that their home life is stable is beautiful. So I'm just super thankful about this whole process and being selected for this, but also just being allowed to go through the incubator and given that opportunity. As I'm sure y'all are aware, I'm sure y'all hear it a lot, but it's hard as small nonprofits, and especially one where we're not trying to say we're going to serve 10,000 students next year. Our goal is that we dive deep, and that's how we have that impact. So,
Wow.
just thank you.
Do you have any words of wisdom for future pitch competition participants?
Words of wisdom for future pitch competition participants. I would say you really just got to let your passion show. You're here because you're passionate about it. I see a lot of people often try to read from the script that they create or things like that. Use it more of an outline and just really act like you're talking to someone. You know what I mean? And like you're really explaining it because that's when people see your passion. And one of my funders is the VC, and they tell me all the time, we fund the people. Um, certain people we just can tell they're passionate and they will never give up. And that's what people believe in.
I love it. That is exceptional advice.
Hello, AFSO team. I'm thrilled to congratulate you on this incredible grant award. Your commitment to empowering Afghan women through education and advocacy is inspiring, and I'm proud to support you because of your tireless dedication to providing safe learning spaces and also your courage in standing up for women's rights. Your work changes lives, and it's an honor to be a part of this journey with you. From the bottom of my heart, thank you.
Thank you for joining. And as you can tell, Lucy, our group is really excited about your work, interested in your work. And when we were reviewing your pitch and pitch deck and so on and so forth, it just sparked some conversation and engagement and excitement and optimism.
The opportunity to do something with an organization who is so focused and has such a great mission and a way of approaching the problem, we're really excited to be a part of it.
Yeah, well, that's what gets us up every morning is this enormous need and coupled, we all know the sensation of having people who need you badly, and then you do something for them, you never hear anything, and the gratitude that comes back is so heartfelt and so genuine. I sort of, I'm in tears several times a week over some students. Thank you for something. So it's that keeps us going. Yeah.
How's it feel to win a pitch competition prize? My second question is, what words of wisdom or advice do you have to future pitch competition participants?
Okay, so the first thing, winning the prize feels so confirming. We work so hard and we're so inside the work that we often have no idea what anybody outside our organization thinks of it, or if they can even understand what we're doing. So to win the pitch competition gives us the sense that we actually make some sense to people, and that's it's really, it does kind of confirm that we kind of know that what we're doing is worthwhile on the inside, but that people on the outside can recognize that as well. As it's hugely gratifying. And in terms of other people wanting to do this, I really think that you want to let your heart show that what's important. Yes, the financials are important. Yes, the strategic plan is important, and that you thought all that through. You can't just going with emotion. But I really think that the dedication and the continuity that comes out when you really feel inside that this is your calling and this is what you need to be doing, that's what's most important.
You guys have you've figured out a lot of challenges and hurdles in a short period of time. And
we began only a little over a year ago. All of our entire constituency in Afghanistan was students who'd been tossed out of the university. That's what we were doing. And now, so they were tossed out of the university at the beginning of 2023. But a year and a half earlier in 2021, girls were tossed out of high school. So it's now been 3 years since girls were tossed out of high school. So if you had a girl who was 15 then, she's 18 now. And she wants to go to the university. And she has been taking classes hither, thither, and yon. And it's a question of how can we help her? To what degree is she ready for what we have to offer? How do we assess what she's done and what standards it might meet, and so forth? And so we're engaged in a big process with the Alliance for the Education of Afghan Women on creating and observing standards across the board, which will help us to figure what to do with the cohort of 2,400 who are lined up in terms of what we're going to need to require, because there's no point in bringing someone in if we can't actually help her. So what can be produced among a group of organizations that would say, we think we can give our stamp of approval to this, and it ought to stand up. So it's it's an interesting challenge. We've got a committee working on it.
Thanks for watching today's pitch competition announcement. I hope it has been inspiring, reassuring, motivating for you to learn about these organizations and the work that they're doing. Greater Sum staff and volunteers have had the honor of working with these organizations and many more throughout 2024. The pitch competition gives our volunteer reviewers a chance to really identify the most promising practices that are happening in our early stage nonprofit community. And our Promising Practices Accelerator gives you a chance to help support their work. When we launch the Accelerator on Giving Tuesday, we'll give you the chance to donate to these organizations and have your gift matched by the Greater Sum. So today, take that reassurance that this work is being done, and on Giving Tuesday, make your own contribution to tell these founders that their work is important and that you support it. Thank you so much for being a part of the Greater Sum.